Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Chalili back at it again. I know. I'm sorry I have been slacking but I'm back on it. It was camp season. I was busy. Life has just been lifing. But don't worry, I'm back at it. Now, y'all know usually on Wednesdays I do Chopping It Up with Cha Cha, my weekly devotional. This Wednesday, I want to keep the schedule. So technically next Wednesday would be like a traditional Chopping It Up with Cha Cha. But I still wanted to release something this week. And so this Wednesday, I just wanted to release just a beautiful revelation that the Lord had gave me today and in a sermon that I was watching based on what I've been dealing with lately. So lately I've been realizing that different things that God had freed me from have been trying to creep back up. Depression, anxiety, doubt, all these things have just been trying to overtake me. Lust, just things that the Lord had set me free from. I know that I am living and walking in freedom. I have freedom. And so the fact that I was struggling with certain things left me confused because I'm like, well, I'm a child of God and you freed me from this. So why are these thoughts coming to my mind? Why am I being taunted with this negative? Why am I being taunted? This is crazy. I thought I did something wrong. I was like, did I open a door? I tried my best to be very mindful about the music I listen to. I tried my best to be mindful about the things that I watch. I'm very the type of person that I will go before God and be like, check my heart, God. I don't want to be prideful. I don't want to be arrogant. Work in me, clean me. So I'm confused because I'm like, Lord, no, I'm not perfect, but I really am trying to live for you and live to please you. Why is this stuff trying to land? What's going on? So I was watching this sermon from Stephanie Ek today, and she was talking about how she went to this Airbnb and just all of a sudden started to deal with depression. And I'm like, oh, girl, that be me. Randomly, I just be dealing with depression. Or not even, I don't want to even say dealing with it, but depression just creeps up out of nowhere. And so she was dealing with depression, whatever. And the Lord had given her insight, as to what was happening in the spirit realm within that Airbnb, and basically showed her that, that Airbnb host, the person who owned that Airbnb property, that depression was something that they were struggling with, and that the spirit was actually in that Airbnb. And Stephanie Ek, of course, wanted to leave. Was like, well, I need to get up out of here. But the Lord had given her instruction that she needed to stay, and she needed to pray against it, and she needed to cast it out. And that whole section of her sermon that she was talking, I started crying. I was like, dang, just because you're free does not mean that everybody else around you is free. And I'm in a household. I don't live by myself. I live in a house with my family member. Not everybody in my family is saved. And for those who know, the spirit realm very much operates off of legal access. And so there are things that, unfortunately, within my household, there are spirits with legal access because of things that my family members may be into, or things that my family members are doing. And just because I'm, in my room, this room saved and sanctified, sorry. But that's not going to stop the enemy from trying to at least, the enemy's never going to give up. Sometimes I think that we think that Christians think, oh, well, I'm saved and Jesus had freed me, so that's it. I don't have to fight anymore. No, the enemy is, if anything, going to try even harder. And so just because I have my moments in my room where I have my meeting, this is the meeting place, and I meet with the Lord here and I worship and I'm in my word and sanctified and all that stuff, I'm still in a house that there is spiritual warfare happening. And of course, the enemy and his little minions going to try to come and taunt me. And so I realized, I'm like, this depression don't belong to me. This depression maybe belong to somebody else up in this house, but it don't belong to me. So I have no reason to be over here why are these thoughts coming to my mind? Baby, because the depression is trying to attach itself to you, but you are free and you have the tools and you have the wisdom and you have the Holy Spirit to to go up against those thoughts. And there was a passion that rose in me to be praying more for my household, started anointing my household, because I don't want to be suffering from this. Like, my family members may have this issue. I don't want to be suffering with it, and I don't want them to be suffering with it either. And I even heard this song a while ago where this lady was leading worship, and these random thoughts came into her mind, like these thoughts of suicide came to her mind, and she told the Lord, Lord, why are you letting me hear this? And he's like, these are not your thoughts. These are the thoughts of the people that are in the room. And so I think that the Lord would give you, like, how God would give you insight as to what's going on in the atmosphere is that he would allow you to almost like hear what other people are experiencing. So it's not necessarily that depression is coming to me. I do think that depression and anxiety, all this stuff will try to come to me, but he kind of allows you to get an idea of what's happening in the spirit realm so that you can become aware and start fighting against it. And so the thoughts that randomly would pop up in my mind, especially like in moments of even me just worshiping and reading my Bible, those thoughts, I'm thinking like, whoa, like, why am I thinking that way? Maybe that's not my thought. Maybe that's my family member right next door to me in this moment struggling with that thought. And I need to start praying, and I need to start worshiping and interceding on their behalf. And so now for some people, you do have to be mindful of the doors that you could be opening. That's why I started off saying, like, I try to be very mindful of music that I listen to, of shows that I watch, I'm a big YouTube girl. I love YouTube, of YouTube people that I'm constantly watching. I try to be mindful of things that I bring into my house and into my room. Like, I try my best. Am I perfect at it? No, but I do try to be super mindful of that stuff. So for those who may be watching and you're like, why am I struggling with these thoughts? Like, this is not me. One, you want to be mindful of what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're bringing into your house, who you're hanging around. But also, you might be right. It might not be you. God also could be giving you insight or allowing you to experience what's happening to somebody that you're connected to. And he's allowing you to experience that so that you can pray up against it, so that you can battle it, so that you can come up, so that he's giving you strategy to be able to cast out whatever it is, whatever spirit that could be in the workings. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that revelation was given to me today. And maybe that would encourage somebody else. Start praying for your friends, pray for your family, pray for your household, anoint your household. If depression, if anxiety, if fear, if doubt, those things have tried to conquer me, but thank God that I have been conquered by someone else. You have been conquered by someone else, and his name is Jesus Christ. He has paid a hefty price for you, and you belong to him. And so anytime doubt, depression, anxiety, fear, lust, pride, whatever the case, anything of that nature, any type of mental struggle, illness, whatever it is, when it tries to come and attach itself to you, you must know that you don't belong to that thing. You belong to the Lord. And so ask God to give you insight, give you guidance as to what, if you can't pinpoint what's wrong with you, ask God to give you insight. What is wrong with me and how do I fight against it? Or what do I need to do? Or is this something that I have to start praying and fasting about? Is this something that I need to just give to you and surrender? Is there something in my room that don't belong here that I need to take out? Like, what is it? Ask God for insight, and he'll give it to you. He'll speak to you, because God speaks. God does speak. And so that happened today, and that was beautiful, because that really just helped me, because, these demons really been trying it. So God bless y'all. Again, this is not like a typical Devo. This is just something quick that I wanted to share of what the Lord had spoke to me about today, which I thought was so cute and beautiful. And I just love him. And next week, I'm back at it again. Y'all going to get the weekly devotionals, or every other week, not weekly, every other week devotionals. I'm going to try to release a video this Saturday as well. Because I need to get back on the grind, baby. That spirit of procrastination trying to overtake me, but baby, I've been conquered by someone else, and I'm chasing after consistency. So yes, that's it. I feel like this was more of a rant, but hey, it is what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to all the subscribers already, guys. As of right now, I checked earlier, I think we're at 266 subscribers. We're almost to 300. Let's get to 300. The goal right now is to get to 500, maybe even 1,000. But right now we're going to start small with 500. So let's get to 500. Share, make other Google accounts so that you can subscribe to me. And let's run this page up. God bless. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, Wednesday, because I'm going to post this on this upcoming Wednesday. So hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday and see you in the next video.